I sadly do not know. Um, I'm right now trying to grasp functions better because I did not have a good grasp of functions, and I also did not have a good grasp um, of C++ in general, actually. But I'm not good with vectors. I haven't gotten to vectors yet, for real. Um, so I just think that's interesting. Not interesting. I'm gonna try to answer this, right? So this is the question. Okay. So, um, we're working on a web scraper. We have received the contents of many websites in the form of a collection pairs. In order to determine where to start investigating a topic, we would like to find the website with the most instances of a specific word. Write a function that takes in a collection of strings and a word, returns the name of the website containing the most instances of the word. If multiple websites contain the same number, send the first one in input. So this was pretty straightforward, right? Hockey, right? This is the word. It's not going to include this one right here, but it will include this. It will okay, that's it. No hockey again. Sports.com hockey. And I think this one too, hockey. So I would have to use is lower function. World breaking touchdown made by a new football player, right? Nothing. And then it says nothing. So it would be sports. Okay. So this is what my walkthrough was, array scraping, right? Go through array. Right, I would have to go through the array. This was me attempting because I was running out of time. And this. Why is this not working? My ChatGPT. Why error? it as a char, not a string. That's not why. I really don't know why. I haven't really seen this before. I don't think I copy and paste like it. I did include string. Typo was scraping. So this should be working. There's no length. What is dot length? Are you serious? What is? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the book. Because what is this? Well, eyes, let's scrap that size. I was just gonna do this for the size of it. And I didn't get I. Where's J? Like what? That works. It's the way it's doing it for me. So like, this is confusing. It's not confusing. It's different. Because this would usually be, well, I is less than like array dot length. I'm trying to think of it in terms of like I and J, like a for loop for something. But it makes sense. So while this is gonna do this for the size of the array. Oh, I need to figure out why it's like that actually. It's in number of elements. So you're gonna do it for each element. And why this is more important, vectors work because of elements, which would be really cool. So where is it? Right? I believe this is an element. Yeah, this whole thing is element. This whole thing is element. This whole thing is a element. This whole thing is element. So now that I can visually see that, because I was not like I literally haven't touched on vectors in years, right? So I did a practice interview, and one of my first things I was like, I'm not gonna get vectors, I get a vector. So I got humbled pretty quickly, and it's fine, but we're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna learn through it right now. So I went straight to the chapter. It's on chapter 17. I'm on chapter 10. So, but now that I'm realizing how I can just learn, I feel like I can learn at any point. Yeah, I need to know arrays, and I know arrays. I think I could have done this if this was an array, but it was not an array. So what this is doing well, hold up, why can't you see what I'm saying? Like, example call, right? Data, find data, check data 1 2 3 4. Find it found it tripping. But yeah, this is for getting each individual one. Try not print elements. You can't print elements. I do. Because I'm confused as to why that isn't working. Because I was just trying to print out the vector. Okay, that's what I need to understand, because I was confused. I was like, why can't I do that? It makes so much sense in my brain that I would be able to get this, and this. On cells, everyone, I can only get this and this, this and this, this and this and this and this. So I can get this. Right, it looks like this element, but that's all you can do. That's how zoomed in you can get, which is pretty interesting. It's actually more precise, but I'm just surprised you can't get the whole package if you're able to get that. So right now I'm going through vectors right now, so I can understand this. So in chapter 10 we begin our exploration of user-defined data types. In chapter 11 we introduce the array. Chapter 13 14 focus on data, on the list data structures. Notes. We're making a chapter 17 one, right? Because I just want to finish this problem, right? Like, it's gonna help me understand the problems in the book. Chapter 17. So the study of data structures is a major area for science research and education. Study of data structures, making new data structures. Because if you can make a new data structure, you can do some crazy ish with it. Most computer science curricula include one more complete course on data structures, their related algorithms, and efficient implementation. Techniques in this chapter, we can merely whet your appetite for those more advanced studies by giving you a preview of what's to come. That doesn't mean, however, that we cannot delve into some practical uses of more advanced data structures, advanced structured techniques. The C++ library provides a wealth of existing implementation of generic structured types, which you could use directly. In the standard template library, STL, it is showwords that entire books have been devoted to explain the subtleties of its operation. In this chapter, we concentrate on the basic principles and practical aspects of those STL types that support the more commonly used structures of ADTs, advanced abstract data structures. Wait, what? Oh, I'm just gonna ignore ADT, so I don't see it. By the point you are familiar with the arrays and list data structures, which I am. I'm pretty familiar with those. I don't think I have to go through those. I will, but like vectors. And if I can understand vectors, which I will be able to understand vectors, and I understand how a vector works. I just need to see the syntax. I will be able to easily go back, but I want to complete this kind of problem. Because the components can be arrayed in a straight sequence from one end to another, the array is sequenced by index values. The list is sequenced by the logical relation to each node, and that immediately proceeds to follow, as shown in figure 17.1. As you know, lists may be implemented whether with arrays or via pointers. Linked lists. With a little thought, you should also appreciate that nothing prevents us from entering the abstract idea of the array using a linked list. Under normal circumstances, a linked implementation of any array would be insufficient. An array with a large index range is sparsely filled with values. However, a linked implementation could save a lot of space. As an example, imagine that a wildlife biologist is plotting the location of geese on a lake using GPS coordinates received from the geese's tracking collars. The natural representation of this data is with a two-dimensional array indexed by the coordinates, with each element representing the number of geese in that area of the lake. Of course, when there are only a few geese on the lake, an array implementation wastes a huge amount of memory space. We can save, which can be saved by switching to a linked implementation. What do you mean by that? Obtain the benefits of an efficient underlying implementation. As we proceed through this chapter, we might have thoughts such as, but a stack is just a restricted kind of list. Why do we need it as a separate type? I start talking about stack. We all fall into start mixing abstract representation with implementation. It's true that once we have implementation of a general list, you can do everything a stack can do. But as you'll see when we demonstrate the use of the stack, sometimes the simpler abstract type is all we need to solve a problem. And coding a solution is made easier by its simplicity. Underneath the stack interface, however, we can have either a list-based or array-based implementation. So if you have stacks where you can do order. So next to this one, this is the order 0, 1, 2, 3. Because the array is like, okay, this is the index 1, 0, 2, but a list is different because a list is, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is what I'm supposed to do next. I'm supposed to go here next. It's not necessarily about the number. Now you can have an index, you can find an index of the list, you can kind of use a 2-in-1, but a list points you in the right direction. It's like a path. So a list linked implementation. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, and then with the list number is 3, 4, number is 1. But they go right to each other. If we were to use a list, it'll go 0, 1, 2, 3. They gotta find it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It skips space. It skips space. What is an ADT? Abstract data types. So something else to keep in mind is the analytics of a data type is presenting a corresponding abstract data type. For example, a list class has an interface that represents a list abstract data type. Because of this, when we look at the library of implementation as a standard something library, it is something to automatically standard template library. So, for example, a class has an interface that represents LSTD. Because of this, when we look at a library of implementation, I'm gonna ask it to bring it down in my learning style because it's saying a lot. So break down in my learning style. So abstract data types let you do something. Wait, what? Wait, let me actually think about it. When you go to implement this list job, you choose how it actually works. Below the list from a file at the beginning. So below the list from a file, you don't lose a lot. You don't. There's no songs with any songs that the song you're moving out of it. You're not adding any songs with data. Insert is the on a list you have to go for. I think this is. What's the easiest one supposed to do? Okay, that's cool. Okay, that is great. That's just, and bro, when I tell you that is what ChatGPT is for, it's not for finding answers. For that. Right. Because I never truly understood everything else. He's a little special. But that's cool. So I can just spell out this strategy. Okay, so the problem solving strategy we use for the problem solving strategy we use with data structures is as follows. In the problem solving phase, we design the structure and interface the most naturally solves as possible. In the implementation phase, we consider how the structure will be used and which in the problem solving phase, we design the structure and interface that most naturally solves the problem. Right? Next, we define in the implementation phase, we consider how the structure will be used and what kind of structure actually provides the most efficient solution. Next, we define a class that wraps the implementation structure with an interface for the abstract. Interesting. Also, go to the library to see if it provides a suitable data structure inputs that can be used with this class. Having spelled out this strategy, we need to note that many of the goals of the strategy involve the use of the STLs. It's mostly easy to see how an STL type works without wrapping it in an interface for different types. So we put one that our types are necessarily meant to illustrate this approach. This is definitely a case of do as we say, not as we do. The idea, implementation, which is the idea, implementation. Implementation of a data structure representing a corresponding agency, how it should work. For the concept, it tries what the structure should do, not how we actually build it. In this, I need to sort items in order, not system by position. Input should use a vector or an input. Don't grab STL types blindly. It's tempting to automate users right and make this tough issue cinematic. It doesn't mean so is the best tool. Problems and roadways from file at start, rarely adding movement. Using nonsense would be overkill. By using a vector array across your access squad, English are only helpful when you do lots of instances with these things. Vectors are better when the data is mostly stable and move fast. Here's a chart for using data structure. In the problem phase, design the structure and database. Let's break that into steps. Phase problem solving. Design the ideal structure and an interface. Row 1. Analogy, what do I need? A place that I can jump to and so on. Think about performance operations. I'm most likely reading songs, not adding a movement. Check the STL. See if C++ already has a structure you can use. Like the easy facts already removed. Optional to sometimes skips through wrapping. Explore STL more directly. Alright, I mean, this is great. Okay. You are my dream.
I get the key real quick.
What?
Can I get the key real quick?
What?
Can I get the key real quick?
Uh,
Go to David, bro. Just to get some kind of stuff like that.
Hold on, yeah. Or,
What you working on?
I'm trying to get vectors, so yeah. List. Remember to put something on under you. That's crazy. Hmm? Mm. The arrays are like stacks. Lists are like cubes. I need to brush my teeth. So one of the good things right now, I just came back from my team. One of the good things right now is that Rufus is making more sense now. Alright. First line for hold up. Now, do we really need all of the capabilities to solve? No, not really. For example, we don't index into the array in random locations. Instead, we merely add and delete items from one end of the array stack. We add here. I'm getting confused. Like I'm getting confused now. In computer science, it's called a stack. Okay. Yes, we know that adding emails from one end of the array. Oh, I'm looking way down here, bro. Car4 will be returned to the end of the storage column 1 minute after car5 is taken out. So boom, 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 boom. But so to take out 2, you have to take out this one, this one. Take out 2, you have to take out this one, insert, and send them back. Is that what that's saying basically? To use a stack, so that's just not efficient. Bro, what you be doing to make everything moist, bro? That's like, I'm not gonna lie, you can't be having it all wet like that. It's getting getting too moist. Like I literally, like the walls are wet. Let's consider this over here. We really need all of it to look at how. Let's end. Let's begin. This is the endless. What? This is the end? This is the head? Interesting.
Ooh, it looks like a stack.
Yeah. I didn't peep that they were saying how. I didn't know in the past that arrays operate like stacks. And lists. Crazy. And lists are just inserts and stuff.
So here's a fun fact. You can make stacks 2 ways. You can make it in the same way with queues. You can do it regularly, or you can make it with linked lists.
Wait, what?
So you can make a stack
with linked list?
You can do it with a linked list, or you can do it without a linked list. And the same goes for queue. It's probably best to see it.
So you're saying I can make a stack that uses linked lists?
Uses a linked list, I'll show you.
But why? I'm trying to think about the lag.
The only reason why I tell you this is that's
so that means it does both? Like I'm confused.
Fun fact is that you can make linked lists with they you can make a stack queue with linked lists in addition to doing it in a way without it. I mean all of the stack and queue.
came in the room, so. Okay, so that's cool. Go back to is it gonna tell me to just? Okay, this is what I need. This is what I really do need. So, the vector template. Our tour the STL's containers begin with one that is, in the abstract, is very easy to understand. The vector class template implements an array. The vector class template implements an array. Why would we want another way to define an array? This is perfect because I was doing the interview and I was just like, okay, this is an array. This is an array, but it's almost the same. But it's not. Well, there is one more thing about vector. It doesn't have to be a fixed size. Okay. Python, you can also do it, so you don't need vectors anymore. Consequence, we don't have to worry about subarray processing or deciding how big to make the array when we declare it. Otherwise, you can almost directly substitute this container for the built-in array. Crazy. We say almost because a vector is an object rather than a built-in structure. Thus, it must be instantiated with a constructor at runtime. For this reason, we cannot declare using initialization as we can in an array. Here are some simple clause to vectors. Oh, they call it a vector because math terms, and you put two vectors together. You have a matrix, and then wow, you're learning so much. A vector holding 20 integers all initialized to 0. A vector holding 0 strings. The first statement makes sense. It's similar to writing this. Int vec 20. So a vector holding 0 strings, vector holding 20 integers, and all this slides to 0. All this slides to 0. Why 0? Oh, thus we have the idea of how machine we simply declare with no elements, and with the structure you also insert values. Okay. So a vector holding 20 all initialized 0. I don't get it, but this is. I should initialize them to 0 and just use them as so. So let's see about this. Excuse me. Let's see about this. All right. Scrapping equals this, so I definitely just created it, right? Okay, so if it's basically the same, then okay, I don't need to really overthink anymore. So it's oh, number one, this should run now, right? Hockey. Okay, it's number one, you know. Right. Share. Might be one, but I'm not too sure. I think I do this. Or is it size also? Yeah, because I just need to use it as a second index. Well, I is less than j plus plus, right? Right, so I need to loop through this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's 0, 1, 2, yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? And then once I get here, I have to go 0, 1, 0. Yeah. Right? For the size of I'm trying to see if what's it testing on? Like you're trying to see like so one of the things I struggle with is that I try to see if it works correctly before just seeing if it works. Right, so I should just be printing this out to see what it does. I just do that and then it'll tell you, like I'm trying to make sure it's correct. I'm too busy thinking about it being correct. So it printed the whole thing. Ironjet, it printed the whole thing. So that's good. That's what we want. Right? Oh. Wait. This is one. This is hockeyplayers.com. And then J would be for. So I did one. One goes through. Wait, what? So this is changing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is going 2. Okay, so I'm just understanding like how this is working. Why is it only printing out 1 though? Okay, something's not right though. Well, this is different. So while counter is less than building sensitive, alpha is just 10, so that's a vector. So okay. So occupants equals 0 for counter equals 0. For counter equals 0. Yes. While counter is less than building size, counter goes up. 8 times. It's taking a vector. This is occupants is the vector, so occupants counter is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3 to 1 equals Why did this work? Plus total occupants to 0. What's total occupants? I don't get how that works, but I can do with this. Oh, it's vector int. This is vector vector. It's a vector of vector strings. It's a vector of vector strings. That's annoying. It's a vector of vector strings. So accessing it is different. So that's why I want. So I might have to do. I'll scrape it. Wow. Wow. Shrink and scrape it. Let me see if I can do this. Scraping. Wait. Well, it still only does one. What am I missing? I just want to see if it's me. So definitely gonna redo that. So think about it. Oh, first off, you're at 1. I don't know. It's supposed to be at 0. Scraping size is less than size. So this is gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But then I want to be able to go through index 1 and index 2, index 1, index 2, index 1, index 2, index 1, 0, index 0, index 1. Alright, in order to do that, I need to get this, which is 0, 1, 2. You need to get that. And the size of first element is 2, 2, they're all 2. So I'm not sure why it's doing me that. Or is it where I am falling? So it needs to be in this one. So I did it twice. It's not looping through. Like, it's not looping. It's not increasing. It got me the first one. Why is it not? There's no way it's because of an end line, right? Like, that's not why. So what's going on here, right? What's going on here? I see. INJ. There we go. I was so confused. So this is cool. The other option though is to do what, which I wanted to see because it's very interesting. This is a lot easier, but it's this is probably definitely better to use for constant vector string and row and scraping, get the word in row. So that would be the same as let me do it this way. Let's do 4. I'll do it my own way though. Crazy. 4 pounds. So pounds. Vector string. Let's see. And so okay, right. Set. Upside. So every row for row and scraping, so you have scraping. This thing this way. Oh, I really can't. I see. I can't use it at all. So it does the same exact thing, and it's a little bit easier to keep So that's very good to know. So this goes into it and then everywhere goes into it. So that's really cool. I want to use it as such. Use it as such because the best way I can learn it. So what we're going to be doing here is, so you called it, you're returning it, awesome, you did that. Did your big one. Right? Now, what you need to do is get named, right? So you gotta go through array. So now you have each one right now. So if hockey in the list, so if hockey in the list, so we have it. So you have everything. Oh no, we don't. So what really would show is if, oh yeah, I need to, hold up. I need to continue with the book because the book is, I'm trying to use it like, right? Am I tripping? Like, this prints out everything. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. This is gonna get interesting because I need to read this because I'm thinking it's like the same, and it's not. Oh. Oh. trying to tell me? Oh, I see, I see. So I can't just do that, right? That's the whole point. I can't do that. I can't do scrapping dot at what? Breath fetcher. For sure. So that created a stack. So when stack is just an array, so the array is just scrapping, it's already made. It's already made. Right? It's already made. To view? Oh shoot. Oh, I'm chicken nugget. Is there something to just view stack? No? How do I look at, how do I feel like I'm oh, stack is not empty. This is about creating my own. So if I were to use something, I'm trying to think of how I can do it, making a function that uses the stack function, right? So I can do. What does it tell me to go through? It's saying. So. So while check it out. So while scraping. Scraping. So what I would do with this. I'm kind of learning how to order right now, but it's cool. Mm-hmm. Not awesome. Four, eight, eight, 5, Okay. So this will make my code exponentially easier. It's only if I understand. If I just work how this is the class and all this stuff. Okay, so that's very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm finally bridging the gap because this vector is now. This is me using application. So there's multiple ways of me doing it. So if I was able to use it in like that way, that would have worked. But there's also a way to do it not this way, but 0, and it allows us to do it in O n time. Like I'm just gonna right. So oh. That's the same thing. Say about what I know. It makes it a little bit easier. So if I do that, so the same thing. You have a 5? It didn't show 5. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do. I'm seeing I have a lot of work to do still. On this type of stuff. Again, it's the same thing. Like I have to do the same thing I'm doing. Right there. So we have that. We have this. So we do the same thing. This wasn't right. I'm confused. I said I was showing it twice. I'm gonna use Ferner, we know that. Obviously players is that how it is? Okay, so let me stop. I'm tripping. So they both do the same thing though? That's interesting. But I'm gonna feel that I. Um. I gotta go through vectors. I gotta keep trying to. I don't want that. I keep trying to figure it out without it, and I gotta go through the vectors. My brain, where am I going? Oh, once you're on my screen. So I'm gonna go back to just do a little bit more reading because again, I'm not quite getting it completely. It's creating your own stack. I'm gonna look at that. Now it's time. I'm about to see answer. Ooh, it's gonna be a little bit expensive. Oh. I need to tokenize the words? This is, I didn't know how to do all this, so this is technically what I would have to do for all of this. And that shows how far behind I am. I don't get what transform does. So your word, which is name, and your string target equals word. Confirm for pair, so that makes site and content. So I'm just not here yet for this question at all, actually. I'm just not there. So I'm gonna